Hello, I'm Kamakasri, a Reiki Grandmaster, Enlightened Master Practitioner, a trainer, and a coach. So most of my life, I've been using my mind to solve problems, just like everybody else. And I'm sure you also do the same. And in my current career, I work with a lot of people and help them to use their mind to solve their problems. There are a lot of mind-based technologies available out there. One that I really love, is NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And also there's hypnotherapy, there's applied psychologies like cognitive behavioral therapy, positive psychology. So there are a lot of tools and technologies available out there, which tells you how to use your mind to achieve your life goals, have a different outcome in your life, how to focus on where you want to go, figure out what you want to achieve. And most of my coaching career, that's what I use. Even in my professional life, where I work with software developers and other people, I make use of these mind-based technologies a lot. And I come to realize I'm not the only person, there are a lot of people who do that. And in fact, there are industries that only job is to make use of mind and help people to use their mind properly. And the people who are engaged in these industries, you could be a trainer, you could be a life coach, you could be even a sports coach, or you could be an executive coach, you could be a consultant to an organization. There are a lot of techniques and technologies to make use of to help people to shift their mindset, help them to think differently, help them to focus on a different aspect of what is going on right now. But after some time, what we realized was when we work with people using mind-based technologies, they do have a breakthrough experience. They go ahead and have a successful life. But in a later date, they would come back with a different issue that seems to have the same root causes, but has come up in a different area. So my teacher originally noticed this. Each time is something known as judging. So that set her in a quest to figure out, is there something else that we can do in this situation? Is there anything beyond mind-based technologies? Or is there something else that would complement the mind-based technologies? And what she found out was there are other techniques based on the idea of energy. And she started incorporating these energy-based systems also to her practice. And as one of her students, I also learned these techniques from her. These techniques have been very useful for me in my personal life, professional life, as a coach and a trainer. So in this session, what I want to do is to share some of my experience as a novice in energy work, as a professional in energy work, and as a teacher in the energy work. So 3 different levels. And energy work, the moment I got to know about these things, I started making changes and they started having amazing results. And I would also like you to experience this beautiful dimension of life. So energy healing, what is it? What does it mean? In energy world, we look at person in a little differently than we look at a person in a regular day-to-day life. For instance, you can touch yourself and maybe you can touch something that is in front of you. And you can see, you can touch it. Maybe if you smell, you might get some smell. So you engage with the world, making use of your five senses and making use of your brain to understand whatever that five senses pick up, analyze over that, and come to long-term and short-term conclusions. This is the mind work. However, in the case of energy, we look at a person a little differently from that. In the energy world, we say, okay, inside your physical body, that's an energetic body. And outside your physical body, that's another energetic body. You might have heard these words. The energetic body inside your physical body, we call it chakras. So a lot of people have heard of these 7 major chakras, starting from the chakra on the top of the head, to the third chakra, to the third chakra, the heart chakra. So people have heard of these 7 major chakras, even if they might not know what it means. The words are very familiar. The energy body outside your physical body's boundary is aura. Now, everybody without training are not able to see these things. There are some people who are born with the ability to see these auric body and the chakra bodies, the energetic bodies, but not everybody. Some people with practice, with training, some people can start seeing. And these people who can see these things have figured out there are a lot of interesting things with chakra and aura. There's a lot of information in your aura. And that information-filled body exists outside of your physical body's boundary. So if 2 people are standing next to each other, which might not be happening these days given the current status of the world, or if they're seated next to each other, they actually never each other's aura. A practitioner who knows how to read energy bodies can read what is going on in the other person's life just by being in their aura. What sort of help they would need, where are they stuck? And I have met practitioners who can tell at what age what happened to them just by being in part of their aura. And also release some of those energetic effects and bring about a transformation just by changing the aura. The same way chakras also carry energy, and both chakras and aura has the tendency to get blocked. And these blockages usually come about based on your experiences, the way you think, how you perceive life, and some of the unconscious patterns that you are not really aware of right now. And then they give rise to more unconscious patterns. So this is the basis of energy work. And what energy work does is come up with techniques, methodologies to clean up your energetic bodies so that you can have the best experience there and clean up some of your unconscious patterns in the energetic level. This energetic level is very important because when we look at the world, we think the world is made of matter. The hard material that comes together to create a world. So if I look at my laptop or the mouse, I can touch it and we think, okay, it is made of matter. But what about air? Air we can't touch, but we can feel. Yeah, we can really touch it in a sense. So it's a finer form of matter. And there are things that are even more finer. And that is what we call energy. And everything that we see, eventually, if you break it down, it gets come to energy. Your physical body is energy. It has an energetic structure. Your mind is energy. So energy work is very important. It is as important as the mindset work. All the techniques and technologies that you know, that you use to help other people, you use to help yourself, you use to help organizations to thrive, who used to help other people to thrive, is half of what you need to know. This is the other half. If you integrate both half together, you become a holistic practitioner. So we had a moment of interruption. So as promised, some of my experiences when I got started on the energy work. So at that time, when I got started on the energy work, I was an NLP practitioner. And I used to work with people. Even at professional level, I used to work with people. And I had quite a large repertoire of mind-based tools to make use of in different situations. You would probably have a lot of tools available with you. And what I would suggest is to see whether you'll be able to make use of the tools that I'm talking about, that you have, and try to apply them in the scenarios that I'm talking about and see what sort of results you'll be able to get, or whether you want to have more rounded, more holistic tool set available with you. So casual energy healing. The moment I got to know that we have two bodies, aura and chakras, energetic bodies, and other people who would be staying in my aura, if they are close enough to me, I made a decision. And that decision was anybody who walks into my aura should feel very comfortable. Whatever is going on in their life, it should start to heal. A soothing, comfortable, healing aura. So that was an intention I set for myself. So at that time, I did not work on it consciously, in the sense I was not doing any practical things to do it. I just made an intention, but I kept remembering that intention maybe once a day. So it was on top of my head. And later I started noticing, I was working for a software development organization. So in that organization, sometimes people would bring their laptop and sit in the side of my table and start working. Initially, I thought they want to ask me something, and they are trying to get to the point where they are stuck. So they're working and trying to create maybe a defect or an issue. And it turned out they're not. They're just doing their work, not related to me at all. So this happened a couple of times, and few times few people said, can you come and sit next to me? And then I assumed, since I'm a senior of the organization, I assumed they might have something to discuss with me. So I sit next to them, and then they will just continue to work. So eventually I asked them, what are you doing? Like, why are you hanging around me? And then they told me that it is very comfortable to be around you. And when I feel stress and when I sit around you, I feel much better. So then I realized, without even doing any practical things to make my aura soothing, healing, and calming, just by setting the intention to make my aura a soothing space for other people, it has happened. And people are getting the results. So this is one of the casual energy healing experiences I have. Something that you can start trying immediately and just start applying it in your life. This has other effects. Later I realized, initially as an NLP practitioner, as a life coach, I used to spend a lot of time building rapport with other people. Trying to connect with them, understand, do the body language, mirroring and matching. But I noticed I don't have to do that. I seem to have natural rapport with the people that I work with. which also I attribute to this soothing and calming aura. They are all already start to feel comfortable in my presence. Unexpected moments. Um, yeah, a casual encounter, but an unexpected moment was one of the engineers that was working with me. She all of a sudden rushed to my table. Uh, she was breathing heavily, breathing very fast. And I thought instead of taking the elevators, she might have taken the steps for whatever the reason. And then she managed to tell me that I'm hyperventilating. Please help me. I did not know what the sickness is, but hyperventilation, I assume whatever that is going on is the reason she's breathing so heavily and so fast. So I just kept one of my fingers. At that time, I was attuned as a Reiki practitioner. I kept one of my fingers on my palm, so instead of palm, and asked her to pay attention to whatever she feels now. And I knew, as a Reiki practitioner at that time, I knew she's going to feel something. So she started paying attention to that. After about 5 or 6 minutes, she said, "Thank you so much. I'm good." Then I asked her what this is, and she told me that it happens to her once in a while. All of a sudden, out of no reason, she would start breathing very fast and very deeply, and it is a very extremely panicking experience for her because she feels so helpless. And then I asked her, "What made you come? Why did you come? What made you ask for my help?" And she told me, "You're a Reiki practitioner. I have seen you're helping other people. I have heard stories, and also it is very comfortable to be around me. So I had a lot of trust that you would help me." So come to think of it, that was a fabulous moment. The moment where somebody decided I'm trustworthy and also put a lot of faith in one of the lowest points. I was the go-to person just because I knew Reiki. So that was something I wouldn't have been able to do with all my mind-based technologies. With mind-based technologies, I would have been able to overcome that situation in a later time, not in that moment. Yeah, but in that moment, if you actually think of it, yes, there is a bit of mind-based technologies at play, but Reiki was a major part in that facilitation. So another unexpected situation was a client wanted some help, a coaching client, but they could not tell me what they want my help for. And it was not because they didn't want to tell it, but they could not express the ideas properly. So since I knew it's a genuine situation that somebody needs help, so I asked them to come for the session. At that time, I used to meet clients in physical locations. Right now, the way coaching program happens is we do the coaching sessions, all coaching sessions online. There's video calls. So wherever you are in the world, uh, you can join our coaching programs now. At that time, you had to come to our physical office. So he walked in and he thanked, sat down, and did not say anything. When I looked at his face, I can see the intensity of his face. He has something that needs to come out, but it was not coming out. Nothing is said. So with his permission, I did a small Reiki treatment, and then he told me what is going on. He cannot speak when it is important, when it is critical, if his life depends on him speaking, he can't speak. He goes mute. He has lost millions because of his inability. Uh, every time he would get promoted to a level of manager, he would leave that job because he believes he won't be able to talk to his team. Now, from that point onwards, of course, it is mind work, but he could speak. He's not able to express what he's going through. And to get to that point, it was energy work. Extremely powerful experience for me. Not a similar situation, but a client couldn't speak for a very different reason. Was a client that was crying. Client walked in, and it was in the screening call. She mentioned it is about her business and career and bringing balance to everything and figuring out all the expense structures, etc., etc. And she walked into the session and started crying. So all the previous information did not indicate to me there will be any crying involved. So I was not ready for that. I didn't even have tissues in the room, so I didn't have tissues. She was crying and I got permission to do Reiki again, and she was a Reiki practitioner herself. And in an interesting experience, when I did the Reiki treatment in the heart area, it felt very damaged, very disturbed. Damage is not right, but it's extremely disturbed. So then she calmed down and then she said why she's trying to sort all these things out, why she's trying to figure out what to do with her career and what to do with her work, what to do with the side business that she's having, what to do with the children, all that, because the person who took care of most of these things is no longer there. He passed away. Her husband has passed away, and that shocked her. So that was the place we got started, and to get started, energy work, the Reiki, played a crucial role to help her calm down. Another situation was very recently. One of our clients, she was attuned for Reiki. Probably attunement is the process of initiating somebody for Reiki. So she was attuned for Reiki probably 2 weeks to a month time. A mother of two who is living in USA, and her daughter developed a very high fever, and then she spoke to doctors and they gave a prescription to manage the symptoms. However, fever didn't go away. Being a Reiki practitioner, she decided I'm going to have custom myself. I'm going to have custom my abilities, and she did a Reiki treatment. 25 minutes, fever is gone. Next day, anyway, they have to take the child to screening to make sure that she is not suffering from COVID, and she tested negative. So when everything else is not giving you the results, you would have energy work available. Last result, last action that you can take. Yes, helping clients. And true, we help clients all the time with all the tools. These are specific scenarios that has stood out for me. One client I started off as coaching, but turned out she is clinically depressed and taking very high doses of medication and suffering through that for 10 years. And after the first Reiki treatment, she smiled and said, this is the first time I'm smiling genuinely for last 10 years. for 10 years, there's no happiness in my life. And 45 minutes of a Reiki session helped produce mine. So what about me? So this is the best possible impression I could find of what I wanted to express. So what about me? Where do I use Reiki? Reiki is an integral part of my life. I use Reiki when I wake up. I do a self rebalancing. I use Reiki when I go to sleep. I use Reiki in day-to-day little incidences, like if it is a little bump or a cut or a bruise, I would use Reiki. If I'm not feeling well in some part of my body, I will use Reiki. If I feel sleepy, like, okay, so if I have online coaching session, but maybe 15 minutes to that, I would start, if I start feeling sleepy, but still I know that I need to show up with my highest energy to do the best for that time. I would do meditation, and then do a Reiki treatment to myself. A small Reiki treatment, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes treatment, and I'm fully awake, fully alert, and ready to help my client. With all my skills and knowledge, I still get negative thinking. I still believe I can't do this, it's not possible. I still pass judgment on others. It has reduced a lot, but I still pass judgment on others, judgment on life situations. And when such negativity is there, it puts a heavy burden on me. It feels very heavy for me. So in that case, I would again do a meditation. Casual meditation. The Reiki meditation is known as casual meditation. I would do that. And I usually do the rebalancing to the heart and to the third eye. And 2-3 minutes, 6 minutes tops, I get to the normal state. I get to be the normal Dharma Sweet. Have vibrance, happiness, instead of the burden and pain that I was carrying. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you, my life experience, how I experienced Reiki, energy work, from casual encounters to using in unexpected moments to people using it as a last resort. Another thing that comes up to come to my mind is ability to help people who are passing, moving on, transitioning to other side of their life. So when the doctors say, okay, we have done everything, they say there's nothing much we can do now, say your farewell. It's a very helpless place for the caregivers, relatives, family members, and the person who is dying. It is very difficult to accept that person that was talking to you 2-3 days ago, playing with you, maybe giving you advice, maybe showing you how to live your life, maybe providing for you up to that point, will not be there in a couple of days. It's a very difficult thing to accept. And it's very difficult to accept for the person also that all my experiencing will stop. I will not be able to nice and see all these people from 3 days on, and I wouldn't even know what would happen to me. So that is a very difficult thing for people to accept. And we were extremely lucky to have helped such people, to bring them happiness, calm, joy, relief from the pain, both physical, sometimes it's extremely physical pain that they have to go through because their body is deteriorating now. And mostly emotional. Some situation we would walk into the premises and we can feel the sadness weighing down on us. And when we do the treatment and when we talk to the relatives and when we leave, we can feel the lightness of the environment, the acceptance, and knowing that even though this happens, people will be okay. That was an extremely satisfying experience. So how can you make this part of your life? How can you learn Reiki? So we used to do group classes. We used to have physical group classes where everybody comes together. Right now, given COVID-19 situation, we are not doing that. And what we're doing now is to make training available online. So I've been doing individual training for students, and online. One of the beauties of online training is you can learn from anywhere. So I have people learning online, learning from me in India, USA, UK, and Finland. So you can be almost anywhere. Just we schedule the time and do the training program. And now we want to take the next step. So we want to make it even more affordable and even more available. So what we have done is we have recorded most of the lessons and made it available through one of our students and one of the directors of our organization as well. Website everhealthy.lk. So we will Chatura will talk to you about how to gain access to the program after this discourse. So right now, how we have planned to do this online training program, new format of online training program is you would, when you purchase from everhealthy.lk, you gain access to the videos and also the manual and a little document about the flow, what I was telling you now, the flow of the training. And we would also arrange a Zoom webinar or any other form of webinar to give you the initial background for the training. So talk about energy, your energetic body, how you would experience or anything that you would need to get started on the training. However, training itself is quite self-explanatory. So even if you not wait for this webinar, you can still go ahead and watch all the videos and read the document, the handbook, and you fully understand what is going on. And you will fully understand what Reiki is, how Reiki is used, what is Reiki Attunement, what are Reiki ethics, what is Reiki, what are Reiki precepts, and how to do a treatment. The only thing is you won't be able to do a treatment because you are not initiated to Reiki. So we will take another call, second webinar, to initiate you to 2 levels of Reiki. So Reiki has multiple levels. First level of Reiki is Reiki Degree 1, where which has 4 initiations or 4 attunements in the Reiki language. And in that level, that is the first level. That is a level where energy body is connected to do Reiki work. So there's a lot of cleansing in that situation. And also you are able to do a treatment to yourself. You can do a self-rebalancing. We call it a rebalancing, which essentially means that originally you were fully balanced and then things start happening and you went off the balance, and what Reiki does is it brings you back to your awesome balance, the wellness place. In the next level, Reiki Degree 2, it has a single initiation, and after that point, you are able to do treatments to other people, do treatments to people or places or situations that are away, maybe in a different place, so away in distance, or in future. Maybe you are to have a discussion to talk about your increments with your boss in a week, and then you have 7 days to empower that moment, make use of Reiki discipline, so that best outcome for everybody will be achieved when you actually have the discussion. And for this webinar, you don't have to join live. You can join live. However, only thing you have to do is to sit in the meditation. You can lie down or sit in meditation at the defined time. However, if you prefer to join to the webinar, you can join to the webinar. After the attunement, we'll be sending you an assessment. This is a Google form assessment. So make sure that the email address you provide at EverHealthy is the same email address you use when you are filling the Google form, and submit that. So this assessment is actually open book, open video, open trend. So you have, and you get quite a lot of time to finish that. So you're guaranteed to get through that with flying colors. But however, we need to make sure that the content that you need to know, you have studied them well. So you need to finish the assessment. But we are setting all the odds towards you so that you have the best results in the assessment. So when you have received your attunement or the initiations to Reiki, and when you have successfully finished the assessment, we'll be sending you your professional Reiki Divine Degree 2 certification. So in a sense, that could be the end of the training. However, we would have a follow-up session for you to ask any questions or get any clarification. So you need to send it beforehand, and in the webinar, I'll be giving answers to your questions and clarifications. Beyond that point, my master teacher, Jayashree Mathava, Chinese Namatanga, has created a group of people. In this group, which is called Professional Energy Healer Circle, she works with you towards a very special mission. To join this special group, there are a few more things that you have to do. One of which is 120 hours of hands-on Reiki treatment experience. It could be to you, it could be to somebody who is near you, or it could be to somebody who is far away from you. It could also be to plants, animals, places, or situations. The reason that we need you to have experience doing treatment is what it means to be an energy healer, or what it means to be a Reiki practitioner is your ability to sense and interpret energy flow and energy movement. And the best way to learn that is by doing, just like swimming. You cannot know that unless you get into the water, and you cannot know how Reiki works without treating other people. So since a Reiki treatment would be 30 to 40 minutes, so we are basically assessing that this would entail 120 to 240 Reiki treatment sessions. To make this easy for you, I will make myself available for 3 months via WhatsApp or Skype for you to ask any clarifications or questions. So this is extended mentoring, given specially to you as a bonus for those who are interested in joining the Professional Energy Healer Circle. And when you have fulfill the criteria to join Professional Energy Healer Circle, two things happen. First one is you would add your name with the photograph with a small description to our webpage. Currently, it would go to Healing Sri Lanka webpage, and in the future, we are migrating all our websites to Mind Designs International, so it would go to that website. And mentoring and guiding you transfers to my teacher to help you improve your skills, improve your competencies, and help you become enlightened. Help you become an enlightened energy worker. So, other than Professional Energy Healer Circle, if you are interested in learning Reiki further, there are two other courses that we offer. The Learning Path, Advanced Energy Healer Proficiency course. So, in this course, you would learn more ways to interpret energy and the energy healing phenomena. You would also learn an advanced energy healing technology called auric clearance. So auric clearance is part of the advanced energy clearance work that we do, which is aura clearances, karmic impact clearances, JC removal, and DNA activation. So these are advanced clearances, and you'll be learning the first of these advanced clearances, auric clearances, as the advanced energy healer proficiency, part of the advanced energy healer proficiency course. And after that, you can learn to become a Reiki master teacher, to share the goodness of Reiki with the rest of the world. So, hopefully, you learned something new today. And I would like to invite Shakura talk about Ever Healthy and how you can purchase this course, and also talk about his experience. He's one of my students, very good energy worker, very good businessman. He's doing a conscious business with Ever Healthy. So he will talk about that, and also he will facilitate your purchase of the course and your entrance to this fascinating world of energy healing.
Hi. So, I think you have heard new things, and you have learned about a new dimension if you have not heard about Reiki before. So, first of all, I just want you to take a minute right now and affirm to yourself all the new things that you have learned and make it a part of your memory, and that will help you to digest all those new concepts and new ideas. So you can take a minute, and I will share the link in Zoom and also on Facebook as well for the course that I'm going to tell you, which is available to purchase online. So take a minute and affirm to yourself that you would change your life with Reiki and with all this energy work, which already did to my life. So I want to, share my story of Reiki. Gamakashri is my Reiki master, so I learned Reiki from Gamakashri, and also Jayashree Mata, who's my spiritual teacher. They've been giving me constant guidance and support to go in this, wonderful spiritual journey. And the most recent experience that I would like to share when it comes to Reiki and my life is, the past COVID peak. And when most of the people in the world, not just in Sri Lanka or other countries, in the whole world, the mankind suffered so much during this and still suffering even today, right now. But with the help of Reiki, I was able to maintain my mental, physical, and emotional balance because I knew how the energy works, and when there's an imbalance in the body or in the mind, I am able to notice that and rectify it. I think the friends, close associates, those who were in touch with me during that peak time, I spoke constantly about this to them, telling these people whenever they talk to me, they would have noticed that I speak something different because I know I didn't talk negative things. You have to keep your mind and emotions straight if you want to get through difficult times. So Reiki definitely helped it, and I have experience it myself, and I use Reiki every day as a part of my life. So when it comes to work or when I am doing my business work, everything, every time, Reiki is a part. So it's not a separate thing. When you get used to it, when you learn Reiki and when you start using it, Reiki becomes part of you. So as Gamakashri, my Reiki master, mentioned, we are making the online course available for you to purchase right now, which is Reiki Degree 1 and Degree 2, Professional Reiki Practitioner course, Degree 1 and Degree 2. Right now it's available on my website, which is in collaboration with Healing Sri Lanka, Mind Design International. So you can go to www.everhealthy.lk and you can purchase the course. Actually, we are giving at a very reasonable and discounted price for a very limited time period. And I think Gamakashri explained you how the process is, the learning flow is going to happen. So there will be online recorded videos and there will be live webinars, introduction session and attunement. I think attunement is a known word for you now if you have been listening to this webinar. Actually, this is the third time that we are delivering this, and today we did something special. We wanted to share this story as much as possible. So we connected this to Facebook Live as well. So thank you so much for everyone from Zoom platform as well as from Facebook platform joining us and being with us. There are many people right now online and listening to this because you all want to change your life. So you have an opportunity right now. There are people looking for opportunities, and right now there's a very good opportunity that you can grab without missing. If you have not learned Reiki, if you are not a Reiki practitioner yet, now you can go to the website www.everhealthy.lk and you can purchase that course and follow that instructions and become a Reiki practitioner, and that will become a part of you, and you will definitely start feeling that difference and that change, that positive change in your life in every aspect. It could be in your finances, it could be in your health, it could be in your relationships, it could be love. In every aspect of life, Reiki has a positive and awesome impact. I'm telling you because I have been through it and I know because I have experienced it myself. And also, if you want to get to know more details about this Reiki and advanced energy clearance and all these things, you can go to www.healingsrilanka.com. There are so many information about all these techniques and how these things are used. All the information is there. Also, if you are interested about NLP, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming, I hope you have heard about this word. So you can go to nlpsrilanka.com and learn more about it. And also, I have another good news. Are you ready to change your life in 2021? Because we wouldn't know what's going to happen next year. We never expected this COVID to happen in 2020. So you need to be ready. So are you ready to reset your mindset and get ready for 2021? We have a free webinar, which is on this Sunday, 26th July. You can go to our NLP Sri Lanka, NLP for Life Facebook page, and you can register for that webinar, which is a free webinar. And it will be conducted by my spiritual teacher, Jayashree Mata, and my Reiki teacher, Reiki Master, Dharmakasri. You will get so much insights about the mind and how you can use the mind to do what you want to do, how you can use the mind to get the things done for yourself, how it can be used rather than being used by the mind. So go to NLP for Life Facebook page and you can sign up for that webinar. There are so many registrations at the moment. We only have 2 days left for this webinar. It's going to change your life in 2021. And the Reiki course. So NLP, Reiki, those two aspects will add immense balance to your life. And that already did to me. I am thriving in my life in every aspect and enjoying every moment in life thanks to NLP, Reiki, and definitely the guidance from my spiritual teacher, Jayashree Mata, and my Reiki master, Dharmakasri Pera. So I recommend, I suggest, I want all of you to learn Reiki and become a Reiki practitioner, become an energy worker. If you probably this is a new concept for you right now, but if you go online, start searching on Google, there are thousands of groups on Facebook regarding this energy work, energy workers, light workers, because that has helped so many people and that has proven to be helpful for so many people. So you can be a part of that movement and make your life better. So you can go to everhealthy.lk, www.everhealthy.lk, and register, sign up for this course. You can pay online. You can use your credit card or debit card to make the payment. As I told you, we have given a very reasonable price. And I hope everyone watching this video right now over Zoom platform and our Facebook platform will go to the website and sign up for this course if you want to change your life, if you want to make your life better. So go to the website, register for yourself, and also register for the free webinar that is on Sunday. Go to NLP for Life page. That's quite a lot of information, but if you want to change your life, you have to act right now. So thank you so much for joining us and being online with us for this whole time period over Facebook and over Zoom. And I should thank especially my Reiki Master, Dharmakasri Pera, for creating this amazing content and delivering it to you, sharing his experiences and making this course. And constant guidance has been given from Jayashree Mata. So I should definitely thank both of them and also my family and everyone, those who have guided to make all this a success. So again, thank you so much for being online and listening to this story. And we want you to change your life just like we did, just like I did for my life. So go to the website and make the purchase and make your life a better. Thank you so much, and we will see you on Sunday and also from the course. So for the live webinar, we will see you on Sunday to reset your mindset for 2021. And certainly I'm hoping to see all of you online from the course during that first introduction webinar. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a purposeful life and have a very good weekend and a very good night. Thank you so much. Everyone, salam.